So if you want to be in that rare category of people who had a weight problem or were carrying more weight than they wanted and then actually took off their excess weight and kept it off, you have to understand how willpower works. We like to think that willpower is a part of our moral fiber or part of our desire system, that if we just want something bad enough, we can will it into existence. And that's how a lot of us relate to a dieting attempt. We want it so bad, so we think we'll be able to follow through. But that's not what willpower is, and that's not how it works. So let me explain willpower. Is a basic brain function. It's rooted right behind your prefrontal cortex, and it's just the part of the brain that allows you to resist temptations, but it also helps you to make decisions, helps you to regulate your task performance. For example, entering numbers into an Excel spreadsheet carefully, or giving a speech and trying not to say all the time. It also helps you regulate your emotions. For example, not screaming at your kids inappropriately, not acting like a jerk in traffic when people are getting aggravated. The thing about willpower is that it actually depletes with every use. You have very little energy available in that part of the brain. After it's been heavily active, making decisions or working on a spreadsheet for about 15 minutes, it gets fatigued, which means you lose your temper. It means you can't decide anymore on a Friday night after a long week and making a bunch of decisions about your emails, your work. You know you are coming to the 41st decision of the day, ordering healthy dinner. And you are sitting there staring at it. You actually can't make that decision. And it also means that you say you want to order a pizza when you just started a healthy food plan that doesn't allow pizza on Friday night. And you were so all in it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Your willpower is exhausted and it's offline. It's basically not showing up for you to execute. So understanding that willpower isn't really about how much you want it. It's about your brain showing up to support your intentions or not. It helps you understand what we call the willpower gap, which is basically the gap between what you intend and have planned and your desire for your healthy eating, healthy living, best, highest life, and what you're actually doing in terms of your daily actions to produce those results. It's the gap between those two. And most of us have a significant gap there. And it's because we have no more willpower when we make a decision that's in clear misalignment from what we want and intend for our best selves when it comes to our health. And this becomes especially important when it comes to our eating, because we have to eat every day, several times a day, because our food environment is just about guaranteed to offer us options that are not helpful multiple times per day. And that means that at moments our willpower gets fatigued and exhausted, leaving us vulnerable, and is likely to result in eating food that is contrary to our goals. So to lose weight and keep it off, you have got to learn how to bridge the willpower gap. When it comes to getting healthier, losing weight, and keeping it off long term, this is it. You got to learn how to bridge the willpower gap, and the solution is to avoid relying on willpower at all. How could you possibly never need the willpower to say no thank you to all that excess food at a party, or pass by the fridge without a glance and watch a movie with your cup of herbal tea? I'll tell you how. It has to do with relying on an entirely different part of the brain. The part of the brain that makes things automatic. You need automaticity. And the perfect example of this that you are probably already familiar with within your own life is brushing your teeth. You need to brush your teeth whether you are angry or happy, whether you're exhausted or you're completely depleted in every area. You need to brush your teeth before you collapse into bed. It's not everybody, it's only 95% of the population that has built enough automaticity in this area to qualify for this example. But let's imagine that you are one of the 95% who brushes their teeth every morning and every night without fail, whether they're traveling and no matter the conditions. If you are brushing your teeth every morning and every night, then this is the perfect example of you having automaticity. You're not relying on your willpower for making the decision about brushing your teeth. You don't need, you don't have a sticky note on your mirror saying, "Don't forget to brush your teeth today." You don't wake up in the morning saying, "Today is the day I'm going to get it done twice. Today I'm not going to miss it. I am not going to let myself down." You don't buy books about how to brush your teeth twice a day without fail. You just get it done because you have set up an automatic habit based on location and time of day cues that trigger you to brush your teeth. And you don't even think about it. You just get it done. And you can rely on that same part of your brain to execute your healthy eating as well. And I'm just telling you, if you don't, my prediction is, and I'm right 99% of the time on this, the studies show that you will not, because too often you will fall into the willpower gap and decide to eat something that makes you gain weight. And those exceptions will pile up and you will maintain a body size that you don't like. But how do you create automaticity in your eating life? Just like you've got it in your teeth brushing life. Hollywood Body Method is a system that shows you how to do it. It deviates dramatically from other programs and plans that are out there that never take the willpower gap into consideration. They never actually set you up for success long-term in terms of executing the plan they've laid out for you. Down the line, you are going to fall into that willpower gap unless you are considering how and whether your healthy eating plan has become an automatic habit. In the Hollywood Body Method, healthy eating is structured in a way that gradually moves your food decisions into the realm of automaticity. You only eat when you are physically hungry. So, in my Hollywood Body Method, I took out all of the unhelpful guidance and all of the unhelpful practices and created a system that sets you up for success so that next week and next month and a year and 5 years from now, you are eating the way you want to be eating. Your healthy eating is automatic and you are just no longer tempted by all the unhelpful ways that everybody around you is falling into. They are sabotaging their healthy living goals by relying on willpower. And you are relying on automatic, healthy habits. No struggle. You just eat healthily.